that like?
That was like having 3 moms in the house.
That good,
a lot of trouble.
That good, right?
Yeah. A lot of whoopings went on in my childhood. They did. My middle sister, which is the one that played basketball, she kind of opened the door to sports in the family, and really was my biggest influencer on playing basketball. I realized it while she was in high school. As a kid, I would go to her practices, and her coach at the time would allow me to use their small court, which their practice court, to shoot around and play basketball. And I would just spend hours in there just shooting around, having fun. And that's when I knew I had a real passion for it. Kobe. Kobe is my sister started it, but Kobe took it to the next level of wanting to be a star on a bigger scale. I think just his approach, his willingness to do whatever it takes night in and night out to win games, and him wanting to be special on both sides of the court. Honestly, I'd probably be fishing. I would try my luck in fishing.
Like professional bass fishing?
Absolutely.
Wow. You got any tricks or tips for people that are trying to catch a big one?
It's really no tips to it. You have to find them, you have to search for them, and if you land them, hope you can hook them and get them in the boat. Well, I grew up with Southern parents.
Okay.
My dad is from Texas, my mom's from Louisiana, so I grew up in a Southern household, and I was really the outcast growing up because nobody from LA fishes and are used to lakes. So I brought that to my block, I guess, where my parents were the favorites because they brought them fishing.
Okay, 3 quick ones. Biggest fear?
Failure.
Biggest pet peeve?
People that are just slow, in terms of, moving and I like, say something, be on it, like just be sharp.
So you don't like people being slow in like the left lane? That's
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a pet peeve. Like, come on, people, I got somewhere to go.
Lastly, hidden talent.
I think my video game I'm really good at video games. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really good.
They put that stuff on TV now. You could
that's cool. I'll be on the E-League, esports, competitive. Thank you.
You mentioned soccer.
Yeah.
Basketball, though, is obviously your thing. Was there ever
Absolutely.
a time when soccer might have been your thing?
No. I just was always a fan of it. I was always a fan of the sport.
Did you ever play?
For fun.
That looks like you tried.
I tried for fun. I tried. I always loved it. I always loved basketball. Even when I was young, 8, 9, 10 years old, I always loved the game. I always loved the fact that I was able to compete against somebody else. And so I fell in love with that at an early age.
You've been around a while.
I've been around a while,
right?
man. Just past players, people that I've grown up with, from my neighborhood, just watching them, how they played, how they competed. So those are the guys who I look forward to, and I take my hat off to them, and I pay respect to them. My mom, just know how tough she is, what she had to deal with growing up. My brothers, my wife and my son, right now is very influential in my life, and kind of just them being my backbone throughout everything, through the good and bad, and I would probably say my wife and my son.
Thanks, Carmelo.
Thank you.
Nah, you can't replace him. Can't replace him. Yeah, has to stay. It's the food and the people. It's kind of a toss-up. Probably when I received a scholarship to the United States. After then, I was like, pretty cool. It's pretty chuffed about it. And then, it turned out pretty well. Pretty good. Made it to the NBA, so it's good. Bro, I was like 13, 14, I think. Yeah, I was just messing around with my mate, and ended up dunking it. So, it felt good, but it's like I had 2 left feet, mate. I was awkward. Just those tall, lanky kids. I was that guy. Well, when I first got in, the best thing was the socks. The socks are sick. They're so comfy. But now it changed. So now it's more, I guess, playing more that sense. It's a toss-up. Everyone asks me about these fears. Trying to think. I don't think I have one. Not an actual fear. Obviously, dying's not probably on my. That's on my list, but yeah.
Pretty universal. All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. So fuck, probably on anyone's.
Give a thank you.
Probably just manners. Manners. Yeah, when they ask for stuff, they don't say please, thank you. Hidden talent.
What you do, we don't know.
Oh, you guys probably know, but I play guitar. Yeah, the old country mate.
Pain.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like all the time. Get sick of basketball. Always. But then it's like love-hate. Like, man, I hate it, but then you love it. So you have to have that relationship with it. Yeah. It's good?
Appreciate it.
San Antonio's the thing I think of with you. So how did New Mexico factor in?
My parents went to New Mexico State, so yeah, had me there.
How long were you there?
Moved down to San Antonio, a couple years, I don't really remember. But yeah, moved down to San Antonio, my dad's from, and yeah, started up there.
History,
That's just history. It impacts me a lot, just the community, you know, just the type of vibe kind of San Antonio gives off, and you know, being around the Spurs organization, I feel like it definitely kind of rubbed off on me in a good way. So yeah, I would say my dad, just trying to follow in his footsteps ever since I first seen him play basketball. So yeah, I wanted to be just like him. I would say both my parents. My siblings, we've been through so much just coming up. They all play an equal role of who I am today. I'm very competitive. I think everybody in the household is competitive, but I'm more of chill. I would say my little brother's kind of the instigator. Yeah, I know if you're watching. He's the instigator. Big sis, rebellious one. Amber, she might be the instigator as well. Ariel, me and Ariel just like real chill. Yeah.
So no way you're the instigator.
No, I'm not there. I mean, I might have been the instigator a couple times, but it's very rare. Nothing's impossible, right? It just, you know, the responsibility you carry, and how many lives you touch. I think that's a big part of, you know, who we are as basketball players, professional basketball players for the NBA. You know, we can touch a lot of people, impact a lot of people's lives, and you know, I feel like we can control that in a positive way and make the world a better place. I mean, it comes with a lot of responsibility. You got to always watch what you say, watch what you do, because eyes and ears are everywhere. And you just got to be, you know, you got to be on top of your game. So, yeah.